I really came along to talk about brand and a branding process, I suppose, the development of a brand for an airport, but I came at it from a slightly different angle. We really wanted to look at how the development of a brand can also be very, very useful for an airport company in terms of corporate reputation.
And what are the reasons for that? Why is that important?
Well, I think what I was showing was that the very doing of it can demonstrate to your partners and to your stakeholders the fact that you have ambition, the fact that you have an intent for doing something beyond your own borders, your own airport borders, that you actually want to be a participant in the economic development of your city or your state or your country. And that's certainly what we found, and it was certainly one of the reasons that we wanted to do it. We wanted to make a statement about the company's intent to be a real contributor.
And is that different thinking in terms of perhaps across the industry? Because traditionally they might not have thought of that as the brand for the airport being important.
Absolutely. I think most people approach branding as very much a commercial exercise, and it is, and ours certainly was that as well. But I think if you do it in a certain way and you see the possibility for it also to make a strong statement about you as a company and your to help you from a reputational perspective, if you take that on board as well, then there's really endless opportunities in a really good branding process.
And is it obviously important not just to talk the good game in terms of branding, but actually do it?
Oh, there's no question at all. A brand is really, truly only exists in the mind of the public, or of it's just a sum of perceptions. So you actually have to change those perceptions, not just tell people you're changing those perceptions. So yes, you do have to do stuff, but again, unless a branding strategy, that process of doing it, gives you a unifying purpose, and I suppose sums up and gives a guide to everybody as to how you should go about some of those exercises of either improving your customer service, improving your facilities.
And for Brisbane, I mean, what were the benefits that you've felt and that you've gained from this?
Oh, no question at all. Significant reputational benefits. That's been hugely helpful to us. In the more traditional sense, the whole process has been very, very useful as we've gone about the planning of a really significant $3.8 billion capital works program over the next decade. So we have a direction. But it's also helped us, I think, get a better sense of ourselves and the company's ambition. And it's helped us set some really good, strong, long-term goals for the business.
Interesting. So sort of internal and external benefit?
No question at all. A brilliant benefit externally, but also really strong from a staff morale perspective.
And why is it important, Rachel, for you to come to this conference and share this experience?
Well, I just felt that what we had experienced through going through the process was probably a little different than in some respects a lot of people had expected. Most people understood the branding process to be a commercial process, and it is. But I did think that element of corporate reputation, which is very, very important for airports, was something that probably not everyone would have necessarily thought of. So wanted to share it.
And what are your thoughts on the event and the opportunity that this presents?
It's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed the last couple of days. I've been amazed at how many common threads there are going through the different presentations. We all ultimately face similar challenges. We're all different sorts of sizes, but there is that real unifying challenge that we have, and I've just really enjoyed hearing how everybody's going about addressing those challenges.